welcome back to Rusty Nuts Media. Today I'm still sanding on this engine bay because that's all I'm ever gonna do anymore for the rest of eternity. The car's never gonna run again. I'm just gonna be the Sandman at this point. That's what you can call me, Sandman. So yeah, still working on the engine bay. I don't know how far I'm gonna get today. I don't even know if I'm gonna publish this video, but I'm recording anyways just to see what all we can get done on it. So this side is pretty much done. We need to sand it all the way down to about 220 grit before primer. The back, I haven't even started yet. Don't talk about that. This side, we've got another little coat of Bondo here and there. We're gonna smooth that out, sand it down, see if we can get it good, then start working on this back. I'm gonna see if I can take some energy drinks or some 5-hour energy, mix them up and drink them all at one time and see if I can get this thing done a lot quicker. So we'll see how far we can get today. All right, guys, it's the next day. I was sanding pretty much all night, I guess you could say. And we pretty much got the driver's side done, the firewall pretty close to being done. Right now, I'm going over the passenger side with glazing putty, just putting the putty over basically everything. Sand it really smooth, make sure it fills in any pinholes, any small scratches, anything like that. We're basically gonna sand all that right back off. But another thing, I'm not a professional body man. I don't do a lot of this in my spare time. I've done it before, but I'm not a pro at it. I've watched a bunch of YouTube videos on how to do it. Say I've probably watched 50 videos on how to do body work, and I've got 50 different opinions on how to actually do it properly. So I'm just kind of making it up as I go. So don't follow these instructions because they're not the best in the world. This is just how I'm doing it, and you're gonna see the results that I get from it. So after this dries, I'm gonna sand it a little bit more, probably do the same thing to this side, sand it down, feather everything in, do the back there, feather everything in, make it as smooth as I can possibly get it, and maybe, just maybe, be able to prime it by tonight. So I'll kind of keep you updated as I go. We'll see how far I can get today. Day 874 of sanding the engine bay. You might notice I'm in a bit of a tent here. So where I'm at currently, everything has been sanded. Everything's had glazing putty put all over it. We've sanded it down with 220. I believe this engine bay is ready for some primer. So I've set up this makeshift paint booth basically to protect everything in the garage from getting covered in overspray. I'm going over everything in my head that I need to do. I gotta wipe it down one more time, get it clean, go over it with a tack rag, do a couple other little things here and there just to get it ready. And then I'm gonna lay down the first coat of primer. And then after that's down, I might sand through it just to see if there's any crazy high-low spots or if there's still any pinholes. I'm sure I'm gonna have to hit a few spots with some more glazing putty, or if it's too bad, I'll have to go in with some body filler. But we're getting ready right now to start painting this thing. So hopefully, maybe today, maybe this week sometime, this engine bay could be painted and ready for the motor to go back in. So of course, I'll keep you updated as I go, whether it's tomorrow or later today or 1,000 more days from now. I'll let you know where I'm at. It's never gonna stop raining. All right, guys, here's the deal. I don't like the weather. I don't like the situation. I don't like sanding, but I think I got it as close as I'm gonna get it. It could be better. Yes, it could be a lot better, but it's Gewch. It doesn't matter. The exterior of this car is beat to crap, honestly. The interior is cut all out of it. I think I'm just gonna paint this thing. I'm ready to get this motor back in and start tuning on it and doing all kinds of other stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and paint this and we'll see how it comes out. All right, we just got the second coat of primer on, and actually, I'm really liking how it's coming out. It's filling in a little bit better. It's looking a little thicker. It's really coming together now. I know there are still some odd shapes here and there, but like I said, the motor's going back in. A lot of it's gonna be covered up anyways, so I don't wanna go too far into it. This looks a lot better than I could have imagined, so This is my first time shaving an engine bay. I'm not a professional body man. I'm not going all into it like a lot of show cars would, but it looks a lot better than it did. I'm really liking the way it's coming out so far. What do you think, Cody?
Getting it done, man.
Oh yeah, we're making progress on it. So we'll keep you updated as we go. We'll probably throw on one more coat of primer. We might wet sand it a little bit with some 600 grit or something like that, just to see where it's at, smooth it out a little bit more, clean it up really good, and then start on the color. So we'll update you when we get there. All right, guys, one last look before it goes black. Here we go. All right, so we got the black on there. We've got 2 coats of black, the whole front of the car. It looks really good, surprisingly. I'm totally happy with where we're at right now, but what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I've got a little bit of clear coat. I'm just gonna put inside the engine bay to see if I can preserve it a little bit. And I'll come back right after I put on probably the second coat of clear coat. I'll come back and update you where we're at and see what it looks like and all that stuff. So, whoo! All right, so there's a lot of paint in the air still. 2 coats of clear officially in the engine bay. You're not gonna be able to see a whole lot just because we're under the tent right now. It looks a little cloudy because there's a lot of paint still in the air. But this is what we're working with now. It's not perfect. There are imperfections. There are a couple runs, but in the places that the runs are, you're not gonna notice them once the engine is back in the car. So I'm not too worried about it. So of course, I'm gonna let this cure probably a day or 2, come back and tear this tent down and get everything cleaned up. And then of course in the next video, you'll get a real good look at how it's actually gonna look under the lights or in the sun or whatever it is. So I'm actually really happy with how this turned out. And with it being my first shaved engine bay, I think I did pretty good overall. So I'm happy with it. I really like the way it came out. And so what I'm gonna do is go ahead and clean everything up and head back home for the night. Get ready for work tomorrow. If you like what we're doing here, subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave us a comment, tell us what you like, tell us what you want to see. Of course, we're going to be getting ready to go racing as soon as possible. Still got some parts coming in here and there. We got a whole shelf full of parts over here that we're going to be installing after this cures and the motor's back in and all that good stuff. So moving forward, we got to do the wire tuck, all that kind of stuff. We're going to try to fly through it without making too many mistakes, but we're gonna see how that goes. And until next time, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks, bye.